Hello, my name is Molly Greenbaum. I'm the owner of Stronger Today Physical Therapy, a mobile outpatient practice serving older adults in the Rochester community. Today we have Emily Wegman, co-founder of Flower City Speech Connections, as our guest today. Welcome, Emily.
Hi.
All right, Emily. So can you tell us a little bit about Flower City Speech Connection and how it got started?
Pretty much during the pandemic, myself and my co-founder, Lynn, we were working in the hospitals and in skilled nursing facilities, and we started noticing a breakdown between people leaving nursing care and not knowing that they can continue to receive services,
Mm.
especially because there was such a lack of providers during that time that could provide services. And so we decided to take it upon ourselves and try to give something to the community that wasn't really there. So slow growing. We are also all adult based, mobile. We do in-home therapy.
Excellent. Can you tell us a little bit more about the speech services that you and your team provides?
Yep. So primarily we serve individuals that are post-stroke or traumatic brain injury. Parkinson's disease is a large population of ours,
Hmm.
as well as other neurodegenerative diseases like multiple sclerosis or ALS. Um, we don't serve anybody under the age of 18. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Excellent. Those are populations that definitely can benefit from more speech therapy services.
Oh, absolutely. My gosh.
You
Need it.
mentioned that your visits are home based. Do you provide services anywhere else in the community?
We do have sometimes, depending on where some of our clients live, we have met at local libraries or community centers for our sessions to make the service available to them, even though we're not able to travel all the way to their home. We also do host a class called Intentional Communication Through the Arts, and it is a class for people that have difficulties with voice, if they have a diagnosis called dysarthria, which is a motor speech disorder. So some people with aphasia might have that, or even apraxia of speech. And it's really just a class to make therapy a little bit more fun and creative and artsy.
Hmm.
And so far, we have a lot of good feedback from it, but we host that at Calvin Harris Physical Therapy with Wellness 360. So it's kind of a couple layers in there.
Excellent. That sounds like a great resource to the community.
For sure.
Can you tell us some signs that may indicate a person would benefit from your services?
First thing I think would be to have a diagnosis, right? So your doctor
Mhm.
has said, this is what you're presenting with. Maybe you were diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Maybe you just had a stroke and you're noticing that, oh, this is difficult for me to get my words out, or maybe I can't complete a full task anymore, like cooking breakfast or making the bed. Things that require steps and sequencing that can all become pretty difficult. Um, so really start thinking about like, okay, can I speak okay? Can I understand what's being said to me? Can I get my words out right? Or are they sounding a little funky? Is my voice loud enough? Are people asking me to repeat myself a lot? Am I eating and drinking okay? Because we do a lot of swallow therapy as well. So, like,
Mhm.
are you coughing at all your meals? Does it feel like food is getting stuck in your mouth? Things like that. So, any of those types of symptoms, we could definitely support in therapy.
Excellent. I think that was a really good summary for people who might not be aware of all the large scope of different
Yeah,
needs
it's
that you can
massive
help with.
scope.
Yes. All right, Emily, I know you've only been in business a little while, but what is one of your favorite memories working with a client?
So it's not necessarily a memory, but more just when you're working in a private practice, the people that we're servicing are so excited and they want the therapy. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, my favorite part about it is that you often feel like you're a part of their family, like walking into a home. I get like text messages of pictures that they're doing over the weekend, and you just create this really good bond with these people, and you know that you have their trust, and that as a provider, like, they still want to share their life and just show how like happy there's like how happy they can still be and continue on in their life. So it's not really a memory, but it's more of like an overall feeling.
I think that's a good thing to share. It's really, I feel like patient and therapist relationships go both ways. We're
Mhm.
giving them things, but they're also giving us things as well.
Yes, absolutely.
What is one piece of advice you would give a potential client?
Go in it with an open mind. Some of the things we ask you to do are super weird, and you're going to say, how on earth could this possibly help me? But give us some trust and faith. Make it fun. Let's laugh about it if it feels silly. Like, let's just have fun with it. It's not supposed to be this drilled in, like, very structured therapy. We're all human. So let's
Hmm.
make it fun. Let's get to know each other and get comfortable.
Right. That's some good advice. Okay, Emily, I'm going to ask a couple of fun questions so listeners can get to know a little bit more about you.
Mhm.
First off, what is something that you would like to learn how to do?
Hmm. Sailing.
Oh,
I
okay.
would love to learn sailing. I used to do sailing at summer camp like years and years ago, but
Hmm.
it's something that I've always thought was so cool and so fun. And especially now that the weather's getting warmer,
Hmm.
it's like you want to go towards some water, but being able to sail, I think, would be really cool.
That's that's a good one. I have been sailing a few times. Mostly, I was just a passenger and not doing any of the hard work. But it is a lot
Still
of
enjoyable though.
yes, exactly. All right. What is one place that you would love to visit?
Um, that's tough. There's lots of places. I guess the one most soon would be France, because I think for our honeymoon, we're thinking of doing Paris and the French Riviera.
Ooh, that sounds like a great trip.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll be next on the list.
Yes, I hope it all works out for you.
Thanks.
All right. And lastly, if you had to entertain someone in Rochester for the day, where would you take them?
Oh, well, honestly, I would probably have them over for brunch first because I love a good brunch and I love to host people.
Okay.
And then I think we'd probably go towards Highland Park. Um, Maybe bring them up to the lake. So many people, if they're from out of town or
Hmm.
not from New York, they don't have the Great Lakes like we do. So bring them up towards the lake, maybe get some Bill Gray's. I don't know why that's coming to my mind. Bill Gray's on the lake. A burger, it's close to dinner. Who knows?
Exactly. I think you've got some key Rochester spots in in
I
your
know. It's
plan.
good. Hmm.
All right. Emily, so thank you for taking the time to tell us a little bit more about you and Flower City Speech Connections. And I was hoping you could just wrap this up by telling us the best way to get in touch with you.
So we have a website, flowercityspeechconnections.com. And you can go right on there and submit an email request, and we look at it every single day. So we'll always see that. Or you can give us a call at 585-371-8118, and we can be reached that way too.
All right, excellent. Well, as I mentioned, thank you again for taking the time to participate in this interview, and I hope that we can continue to work together in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks, Molly.
Bye, Emily.